Goodness to you, not knowing whether it's morning, noon, or evening that you're watching. Welcome to Gift Friday. I'm Sporty King. And I created Gift Friday because so often we hear TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. And I say, what allure does Friday have to that person that took their last breath on Thursday, or any day before that for that matter? So I've learned to use what I learned through Psalm 92 and 2. It is good to proclaim your unfailing love in the morning, your faithfulness in the evening. It is good to proclaim your unfailing love in the morning, your faithfulness in the evening. And think about that. I don't use TGIF, therefore I use TGIT. Thank God it's today. And then TGIT, thank God it's tonight. Because to have the blessing to be able to wake up, go through a whole day, and then get a chance to do it again, that's what we want to be thanking God for. So let me talk about patience for a second, because I learned that from Matthew 6 and 34. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. Let me give you another way of looking at TGIF. Trusting God is forever. Woo, I'm having a day, huh? Trusting God is forever. TGIF. Trusting God is forever. Think about it. What does it cost you to be blessed with the greatest gift of the day? Waking up. That's that TGIT. And that still reminds us to realize that when we move the T and from the beginning of TGIF from the front to the end, we get GIFT. And what we should be thanking God for all the time is the gift. God is for today. Gift Friday is the online sharing of one of my original poems that you can then use to inspire yourself, your group, or your company. It's all possible, in person or virtually. Hey, that's where we are today. So what I want you to do is recognize that once you hear me do my broadcast, you'll be able to then I'll drop the poem in the thread after it's over. You'll be able to click on and get your free downloadable, colorful keepsake of today's poem. And then you'll be able to share that. And please do. In fact, I'd love it if you get in the habit of starting a watch party whenever I come on. But today's session is just usually 8 to 12 minutes on my Friday. Wednesday is usually 30 to 45 minutes. And then Monday is a quick 1 to 2 minute inspirational message. But what I want you to do is realize that today is the final Friday in Mental Health Awareness Month. So I've chosen a poem that speaks to what I consider the key ingredient in being aware of and aware for. And see, the key ingredient is you. You are the key ingredient for mental health awareness, being aware of it in yourself and aware for it for someone else. And you have to recognize, remember that middle person in that threesome that you tend to listen to? Me, myself, and I. That's the key. Me, myself, and I. That's who you're responsible for. So this week's poem is from my book, I Found Out I'm Living, an affirmation of life. Now, this poem was written actually in 1999 for and through the eyes of a group of women at the Joliet Junior College Learn to Earn 99 session. And it was on Thursday, April 1st, 1999. I want to give the full date and the full history of that because it was a great flashback for me. Our theme for that day was self, SELF. They volunteered words beginning with the letters from self, and my creative challenge was to get them all into the poem. Sound familiar? Like something I've been enjoying. I've been enjoying this gift for a while, haven't I? The poem that we wrote is called The Journey Within. And I chose it because as I remember speaking with these women about not getting, but keeping their lives together back then, I remind you right now that we are all involved in helping someone else keep it together being aware for, yet we can only help by being aware of and keeping it together ourselves. Kind of reminds us of glue, right? GLUE, Glue Wednesday, God's love undoes everything. So you'll surprise yourself sometimes, yet. You'll surprise yourself. Okay, slow down. You'll surprise yourself, yet. As I posted earlier last week, feel blessed to be surprised, yet don't be surprised to feel blessed. And here's what I wrote with that mean. Enjoy your day. Today, I'm blessed to be online facilitating a reintegration day on the West Coast. Technology is a blessing. At times, I'm surprised at how well I use it. Yet I don't question the intelligence and patience God gave me to learn to use it. Stop feeling your blessing has to be huge. Huge. Celebrate your ability to receive it in bite sizes. Thus, the journey within. My next step surprised even me. On the outside, it was bold without a care. My smile, my walk, my actions aimed at the success so many have come to fear. For the challenge to maintain and repeat this pace has damaged many a fickle spirit and erased a lazy disposition. Fortunately, my path continues to feed and fulfill my stride to excellence through education. And as the vision of my faithful ascension takes its shape, I feel empowered to describe myself in words that emulate my splendor. Smart, energetic, likable, funny. Even stupendous, effervescence, luxurious, and fabulous. As this heightened interior awareness decorates a lavish exterior of sensitivity. My surroundings adjustment to my rejuvenated lifestyle allows itself to freeze in its tracks, while my focus on the prize cushions my every step. Family, friends, and fantasy strengthen my commitment to survive as I search to flourish rather than exist. Becomes the passion that keeps me alive. My road widens in anticipation of the emotional celebration of a heart flushed with love, excitement, and stimulating thoughts of myself that suddenly become captured as the reality that guides my faith-filled landing in everlasting silence. And yes, this is only the beginning. The journey within. Be aware of and be aware for. Because you have to take care of and see the signs in yourself. Then have the courage to get some help. Knowing whether or not you need help, you will then be better able to see the signs in helping others. When you take your journey within, you should find that you are the one that we can't do without. Remember to write, read, and listen to the number one influencer on your heart. You. Have a safe moment. There's one right behind that. And that is just the wonderful joy and blessing of the gift. Meanwhile, when you download and receive your gift poem, you'll find that most of the capital letters beginning with one of those four letters were volunteered by the women during our class. I added some in while creating it and also tried to have them in a row, SELF, in terms of the stanzas and the wording in the poem. So you'll see the first one where you'll see smart, energetic, likable, funny, SELF. I try to do that as often as possible, but check this out. I was able to do it a certain number of times. I'm not going to tell you the certain number because I want us to have a prize. Let's have a prize for the first person that finds that number of people, the first that number of people who can find them will win a free copy of the book. So, like I say, there's a certain number of times that I was able to get SELF in a row. I know how many that is. So whatever that number is, the first, so let's say, I just gave you the first one, right? So we know it's more than one. So let's say it's two. So the first two people to tell me how many times, you would just put the two in the thread and tell me how many times I got SELF in a row, you'll win a copy of the book. Now, here's the key though. What I want you to do is once you find a number, just put the number in the thread. Or if you're on my website, just put the number in and then I'll email you that you got it right. And I'll ask you to tell me where those words are, where those spots are. Make sense? So again, if you think it's two, if you think it's three, I'll just put two or three in the thread and then I'm going to email you, or maybe I'll inbox you to send you, so you can email me where you think those are. And then you'll be in my number for the people that win that prize of winning the first book. So it becomes another gift. This is just another way of us sharing the gift and spreading it out. Because what? GIFT. God is for today. Let's remember to enjoy this. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So goodness, because whether you're watching it in the morning, the afternoon, or the evening, it's still a gift. And by the way, until I let you know that that number of people have won their gifts, you can still put your number in. So enjoy the prize. I'll get it loaded up to you within the next 15 minutes. Okay? Over and out. Ciao.